beauty of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It's easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Broken. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me.
Lot of it. Yep.
I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
How about a bit of good news?
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away.
I know it's true.
Father! Father, help me! There's someone here! Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your mother. To talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me!
They thought
Father?
he might be dead.
Father, help me!
Or destroyed, or whatever. Anyway. I'm glad you're back, Nick.
Sean.
Even though we never really talked.
S923, recall code
Now
Cirrus.
let's enjoy another one from, well, it's the ink spots.
Fascinating,
Again.
but disappointing.
Hope that's cool.
The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotion.
Sure.
Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
After what I've seen, I pity the man. He was as much a victim as anything.
After what he did to you, I'm shocked you would be so generous. But yes, I understand you've experienced things. Perhaps you ended up knowing him better. I, for one, will never truly forgive him. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute. But his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assumed that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
There are stories about... Well, it's some big contraption that's being built out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it, they don't know what it does. Not for sure. This next part... Well, I mean, it's just people talking, you know? It doesn't make it true.
Sometimes Quentin is really mean to me, but my mom says I have to be nice anyway.
Well, it has something to do with the Institute. Trying to blow it up, or make it disappear, or something. There aren't really any
almost done.
Details.
Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
If I were
That's
you,
the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh,
you know, I'd
I
run
don't
the
know.
other way.
Most of them have lasted long past their
Stop
projected
it.
lifespans.
They weren't
If you
kidding.
asked me,
You really are
they
here.
were built pretty
well.
well.
All right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
Hey.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial, then.
Hey there.
Will there be any pain?
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there? How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to. I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours.
Doctor?
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
It'll take some time, but I could learn to like it here.
I'm so glad to hear you say so, and promise I'll work hard to make sure that you do. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here. See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Hi.
Be on the lookout for unusual synth behavior.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Dr. Volkart, can you see to my injuries?
All right, hold still and I'll take a look. Looks like you took a real beating. Now, hold still, please. There we are, good as new. Head to requisitions if you need medical supplies.
Huh? Well, hello.
If you're looking for my mom or dad, they're probably still working.
Greetings, ma'am.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
We are honored to welcome you here.
Operating at full capacity.
If you need medical attention,
Such a positive
see
guy,
Dr.
Bing
Volkert.
Crosby.
Pardon me, ma'am.
If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City, and you maybe want a adventure or
I'm not
something,
scared of the surface.
I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, you know, the whole surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe the not other news, it's actually
Good
the
to
same
see
news.
you. Feeling well today?
The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds
Remember
kinda
to
crazy,
keep
yes?
unnecessary power
real,
consumption
it
to
would
a
be
minimum.
Super dangerous, I bet.
Don't recharge unless
Worry,
your
worry,
primary
worry.
levels are below 2%. Also, if you
that's the
haven't
song by
patched
the
your
Three Sons.
navigation
Who's gonna play
software,
it next? I mean,
do
now
so
you
after
can't
this meeting.
worry.
The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Excuse me, Doctor.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
Looks like everything's running great. I'd say you're doing your job.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to be appreciated. Most people just take my work for granted. It's the kind of work that only gets noticed when something goes wrong, if you know what I mean. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Come now, Alan, it could have been anything. It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Control software could use an update.
Excuse me.
Hi there.
Like her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it means.
If you're about to launch into one of your
forward to working with you.
speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't
Hi, Doc.
We can't just
you've
ignore the
arrived
question.
at a momentous
If a
time.
synth can dream,
Our third
why
generation
can't it have
synths
a
are a
soul?
true breakthrough.
And if a synth
The
has
culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
So we can do what we want with it.
What I've seen so far is pretty impressive.
It's just the beginning. Like I said, a momentous time.
Mankind redefined.
Hey, Doc.
Catchy, isn't it?
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us, then?
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. Sean is most pleased, I'm sure. He's been quite anxious to have you with us. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
So much research, so little time. Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver. I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in
All systems nominal.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for.
Hey there.
Maybe I should take some
3
courses
levels
with
of
me.
approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results.
Carry on,
Will this
ma'am.
time as well. You'll see.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Constant vigilance is vital to preventing synth escapes.
Excuse me, Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Scanning. Subject identified.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Skeeter Davis, a name I still find confusing. Hey, so there's this bit of news that
She's been at it for over 2
interest
hours.
you.
What is she
If
even
not,
testing?
Hang on a
Nothing.
minute, and I'll go
At
back
this point, she's
to
just doing it
the
for
music
fun.
that we usually play. If you hadn't heard, I mean, I guess most people know this, but maybe someone didn't. That the Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived. The Gunners.
Hi, Doc.
Gunners. That was like.
Oh,
their base.
hi there.
Sort of.
Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental
Those
comparisons.
guys were tough, so, I mean,
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Well, that was productive.
That maybe the Institute was involved. But that's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably not. Right? Segue. Back to the music, I guess. Here's, it's into each life some rain must fall.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Have you seen my girls? I hope they're not getting into too much trouble.
Huh? Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
It's just remarkable.
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime,
time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now.
So good to have you
It's
here.
Remarkable.
Dr.
Any
Clayton
child can
Holdren,
survive for
head of
so
the
long out
Bioscience
there, don't you
Division.
think?
I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Dr. Holdren, I was told you were looking for me.
Yes. The retrieval team supposedly arrived with the surface sample. What state is it in?
Unfortunately, there's too much exposure for it to be used. Preliminary testing shows the water injection was lethal.
All the same, I'd like to see it. We could still learn something.
Of course. Doctor, I was thinking, if our modified subject deteriorated so quickly, then anything else possibly?
Frankly, they don't. The surface is still too dangerous for life to truly thrive. That's why what we do here is so important.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
I think he's actually lost his mind. I can't believe he really expects me to do this. I've always been on board with the Gen 3 program. It makes sense, but this? Nothing good can come from this. How am I supposed to explain to my staff that Sean wants a child synth for no immediately apparent valid line of research? And to base the physical features off records of his own childhood? It defies all logic. No, I can't do this. I won't.
Pardon me.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Hey.
Hey.
Wait there.
Yo. Wait, I'm literally just streaming right now. Fallout. Oh, not this. No, come on. Oh my lord, that thing doesn't even die. Oh my god, why do these things always have to happen to me? It swam too! What the f— What is this thing? Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm gone. No, don't come near me. Don't come near me. No. Wait. Are you guys? No. Babe. Do you want to join the stream or are you good? Alright, I'll join you guys in a minute after I get done with this institute thing.
I'm already bored. Target's gone. Where the hell? Look sharp. Hey, over here. I was hoping for a challenge.
Oh, I don't have any stim packs left. Oh.
should have given up.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am. I'll be waiting when you're ready.
Hey there.
We should keep moving. My orders are to help you capture the synth in the battalion. I'll be waiting with you when you're ready.
Playing games with me, huh?
Oh my lord, come on. I'm not in bed yet, like what the fuck? Babe. Oh, you're on game chat, aren't you? Oh, you left me. You left me. Sad. My boyfriend left me by myself. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, not you again, fuck. Oh, there's two of them now, that's great. Oh, there's three!
Hi.
On your way, soldier.
Oh, why did he leave? Don't even. Yes. Really? What did he say? What did he say?
You call this a fight?
Oh, guys, I'll be right back. Well, what did he say? Huh?